Caitlin Clark is a name that has been echoing through basketball courts and beyond, not just for her razor-sharp game, but for the impact she's made outside the sport. The Iowa native's latest venture shows she's got more than just skills and grit on the hardwood. She's diving headfirst into a role that has people buzzing. Caitlin Clark has revealed her new job, one that many wouldn't have predicted, and it's one that she already believes is worth every ounce of effort. This move marks another chapter in her already storied life, and while it may seem like a step away from the fast-paced world of college basketball, it's still driven by the same fire that fuels her three-point shots and clutch plays. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Clark's basketball career is a story that speaks for itself. Known for her deep threes, smooth drives, and an attitude that shows she's not one to back down, she's become a figure that fans and players alike can't help but watch. But it's her ability to think beyond the game that has set her apart. Stepping into this new role, Clark is showing that she's more than a player who lives and breathes the sport. She's someone who sees the bigger picture. This new chapter isn't just another line on her resume. It's an indication of what she values and the potential she's tapping into outside the court. Growing up in West Des Moines, Iowa, Clark was already different, not in a flashy way, but in a way that caught your attention. She was the kid who, after shooting hoops for hours, would still be found talking tactics and game plans. It wasn't just her love for basketball that stood out, but her natural leadership. Whether it was an intense high school championship game or a scrimmage at a local park, she carried herself with the kind of confidence that was infectious. Yet, despite all the accolades and attention, she kept things grounded with a smile and a subtle wink that said she knew the game and life, could throw curveballs at any moment. When she committed to the University of Iowa, it was a moment that felt both monumental and perfectly fitting. The buzz around campus wasn't just about her skills. It was her sheer presence that brought a new level of excitement. Students would pass by the gym and catch her in practice, often mid-shot, already celebrating before the ball hit the net. But while everyone was focused on her stats, Clark was already eyeing her next move, not necessarily as an escape plan, but as a broader ambition. This is where her new job comes into play. Caitlin Clark recently announced that she's taking on a role that blends her deep passion for basketball with community engagement. Her new position involves partnering with youth programs and sports initiatives aimed at inspiring young athletes. It's not just coaching or standing as a figurehead. Clark is in the trenches, helping with strategy, talking to kids about their game, and offering life lessons drawn from her experiences. Her role requires a kind of energy that's different from playing in front of thousands of roaring fans. Here it's about quieter moments, smaller wins, and lessons that echo long after the whistle blows. One of the things that stands out about Caitlin Clark is how she approaches her new job with the same intensity as her playing career, but without the showboating that sometimes comes with success. She's known to crack a joke in the middle of a training session or pretend to dribble around a 9-year-old, letting the kid believe, just for a second, that they outmaneuvered her. That's the kind of approach that makes people smile, not because it's polished or professional, but because it's real. Stepping into this role, Clark is showing she's got a knack for connecting with people. It's not about reliving her glory days or turning every moment into a pep talk. It's about finding the common thread that ties her to those around her. Young players see someone who understands what it means to push through doubt, to play through mistakes, and to find joy in the game even when the scoreboard isn't in their favor. This new role gives her a chance to pass on those lessons in ways that resonate far beyond game statistics or highlight reels. Her success in this role also underscores an important aspect of her personality: adaptability. It's one thing to be a standout athlete. It's another to translate that competitive spirit into something that builds up others. Clark has managed to do just that. She brings the same focus to her job that she does when dribbling down the court, eyes darting to find the perfect moment to launch a shot. But here, the stakes are measured in smiles and newfound confidence in young athletes, not trophies or MVP titles. Beyond the day-to-day grind, Clark's decision to dive into this role reflects her understanding of influence. The transition isn't just about personal growth. It's about creating ripples that go beyond her own success. To watch her in action is to see someone who knows that mentorship and leadership come with their own kind of reward. She's not shouting out motivational cliches. Instead, she's sharing moments of vulnerability, talking about the days when even she thought she wouldn't make a shot or handle the pressure. And it's in those moments that the kids around her start to understand that making it doesn't mean being perfect. It means being present, persistent, and willing to keep showing up. The decision to step into this new job also hints at her long-term vision. While the lure of professional sports endorsements and major league opportunities is always present for someone with her track record, Clark seems intent on keeping things balanced. This isn't a sudden pivot away from basketball. It's an expansion, a way to touch different aspects of life, while still holding on to what she loves most. There's humor in her approach, too. She once joked to a group of wide-eyed 10-year-olds that if they could hit a three-pointer from half court, she'd consider making them assistant coach for the day. It's a line that drew laughs but also spoke to her playful way of pushing others to try what seems impossible. Her influence has grown steadily, not because she has forced it, but because she's let it unfold naturally. The new job has allowed her to blend her competitive edge with the softer side of mentorship. During one event, she shared stories about her toughest losses and how they shaped her more than the wins. The kids listened, nodding as she recounted moments of doubt and resilience. It's those talks that make her presence felt even after she leaves the gym. Clark's journey to this point wasn't without challenges, but they weren't the focus as she stepped into her new role. There's an understanding that while her road was paved with hard practices, buzzer beaters, and the high stakes of college basketball, those elements shaped her readiness for this job. Here her success is measured by the enthusiasm of kids eager to practice what she just showed them, or by the teenager who finally makes that jump shot they've been struggling with, thanks to a tip she offered. Humor, humility, and hard work have been her trademarks, and they continue to be as she moves forward. Caitlin Clark's new job is proof that what happens off the court can be just as meaningful as what takes place on it. It's not the roars of packed arenas that fuel her in this space. It's the smaller, quieter moments that tell her she's exactly where she needs to be. Her legacy, already impressive from her playing days, is taking on new dimensions, ones that resonate not just with those following in her footsteps, but with anyone who understands that true success is often found in lifting others up. Clark's story is one of many layers. The audience sees her as the athlete who nails impossible shots and glides past defenders. But now they also see her as the mentor who sits cross-legged on a gym floor, nodding along as a kid nervously recounts their last game. This balance, this duality, is what makes her recent steps so noteworthy. It shows that she's more than the stats, more than the buzz. She's invested in the journey itself, both hers and those she's inspiring along the way. When she walks into practice these days, it's not under the glare of arena lights, but with the warmth of expectation that she's bringing something new to the table. And it's not about big speeches or epic one-liners. Sometimes it's just a nod, a small clap, or an eyebrow raise that says, "You got this." For a young athlete trying to find their footing, those moments mean the world. Caitlin Clark's new role marks an exciting chapter, one that is as full of potential as any season she's played. It's not a departure from what she loves, it's an extension. She's still that fierce competitor, that smiling force on the court who can leave defenders guessing. But now, she's also the person who shows up with a whistle around her neck, ready to see others score their own victories, however big or small. That's the kind of success that matters, and it's clear she wouldn't have it any other way. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.